On the back, a little bit of encouragement there. Hey, man, go out and have fun. That's all you can do at that point. They don't know what they're doing.
Wow. Hey, by the way, Luke Purther, as you said, the 94 is going to be the one to watch in this one. John Ames, the 37, finished up in second in Moto 1, and your third place finish went to Justin Cooper, the number 19 machine. Those were your top three finishers. The gate is down on this one, and we are
little body English there. Luke Purther, yellow helmet. You can pick him out. The number 94, Luke Purther, and John Ames fires up on the inside on number 37 machine, and we are right back where we left off. Let's see if Luke Purther can hold him off. Ames fires back on the inside. Can Purther grab the lead again? Almost three different lead changes. We haven't even got 3 turns into the race, Rodney.
Wow, through the short chutes now as we roll toward Cometic Corner in the GoPro 10 Commandments. Now Purther holding on to the lead, but here comes Ames now trying to make up time, and a little bit of ground gain, but not a whole lot. Purther got a really good jump off into that 10 Commandments section, and meanwhile, while these two are trying to battle amongst each other, they're stretching out, and there's a lot of position jockeying going on behind them. And look at this, man. Purther's already starting to stretch out ahead of the second place and third place rides now.
Luke Purther, a Southern California kid, got a chance to kind of hang out with his family. They're a great little family. They do it on a shoestring budget. Getting some help from Thousand Oaks KTM, and he's just, you know, with Ricky over at the Brett Downey Safety Foundation, they try to help him out when they can, and he is making it happen, man. The kid's got raw speed.
Look at that. Yeah, he does have raw speed, and I was just saying, look at that number 70 back in the number 3 spot. That's Logan Stokes. He's out of Greer, South Carolina. He finished 21st in Moto number 1, Kevin, and a good start for him. This could be a turnaround moto for him. We've seen a lot of those unfolding today, too.
Sure, absolutely. And turnaround moto right here for John Ames. He wants to beat Purther. He's over getting beat by this guy. I think they met out at Mammoth, and both those kids out of California. So Purther just stuffs it into that left-hander. Series of 3 doubles here. There's the first one, the second one. Then you got the roller here, and Ames tries that inside line. That was only actually 5 jumps. Sorry about that. And then they jump over the Tunnel of Love, over to the billboards, by the Yamaha Mechanics area, into the Bell Helmets Forest. And we got a race. Little miscue there. Lines aren't really there right now, so these guys are coming into a freshly prepped track, so no ruts to really set the bike in. But soon enough, they will make it. And, dude, if you can ride a 125 here at the ranch, you're doing something right, because you are constantly on that clutch, working that thing like a rib. There's Ames trying to make something happen there. Got some ruts now starting to form, Rodney.
Yeah, I was going to say we'll be surprised, I think, at what kind of condition this track will be in as this race progresses here with the Schoolboy 112 to 16-year-old class. And look at this, man. John Ames has not relinquished his I guess
his hold on the number 94. He wants it.
Yeah, he's all over him. I mean, every chance he gets, he gains every little bit of real estate he can. And though he hasn't gained a major amount anytime, it's a little at a time, and Purther is feeling it right now. You know it. And look at this. That right there, more gains making through the storyland, and this is what the story's being told as we head out now, as Purther still has the lead, but how much longer is he going to be able to hang on to it?
He's got control of the lines here. That's what he's doing. Look at him looking over his shoulder. He has a problem with that. I've actually talked to him about it. You go straight, man. You do your deal. You'll know where this guy's at. You'll see him right here, and that's what happens when you look over. Yep. Look at that. He changed the lineup to make sure he didn't get passed on the outside. Purther with eyes in the back of his head, or when he turns around and looks for the rider there. And his deal with that visor, he is straight up about it. He likes the low visor. Put it up on Instagram. They said, get your visor up. He goes, man, it's aerodynamic. I like it. So, hey, man, whatever your deal is, it works. Number 94, Purther, is able to hold off the attack of John Ames. Look at those guys laying it over. Didn't even put their feet down, dude. Just standing on their pegs.
That right there was, and again,
woo, beautiful.
And again, man, that is just beautiful. Loving to see these Schoolboy riders going at it like this, laying it out there on the line. And
the sounds of those things, man. In this class, I know we beat it till it's just, you don't want to hear it anymore, but it's always great. It's always outstanding racing here.
Well, the level of competition in the Schoolboy class, number 1, and then having them all on these 2-stroke machines that seem to be so much more evenly matched for whatever reason.
Look at the different lines, man. Ames will not follow Purther. He is hitting that inside decision maker, the outside. He will not set behind Purther very long.
They are turning 157.3 and 0.5 lap times. Everyone else in the class is over a 2-minute lap time.
That's not far off the, 3 seconds off the best lap of the week. What are they running, 154s on 450s?
154.041 or something like that.
Oh, look out, here it comes. Ames able to make the pass going in after the GoPro 10 Commandments. They're side by side. They almost rub each other, Jason Morgan.
Wow.
See
This is amazing, this battle between these two. I mean, they spent the last 2 laps pretty much side by side. Perther down to the inside now trying to get Ames back. Whoa. Ames took up 2 ruts there. That's how you prevent the guy from passing you.
Well, that says in the rule book you can't do that.
Really?
Yeah, you cannot
pick
ride.
one
Pick a rut, stay in
Oh, I
it,
did
just
not
like a
know
starting
that.
gate. You can't get 2 gates.
Wow.
That's
I didn't
basic
realize that.
rules, guys.
You're not allowed to ride a wide bike.
No.
We will measure that bike.
It's too
measure
wide.
the side panels.
Too wide. Those plastic fairings coming out real nice and wide there.
Spikes coming out of the hubs. You used to derail the guy that's next to you.
Like on grease. Here we go. The number 37 of John Ames is tired of not leading motos. He has sat behind Perther for a couple of races now, and he's going to let him follow. Both those kids out of California, they race each other all the time. And Ames says, get you some. He said that. I heard him.
Really?
He did.
While racing.
Kid, come and get it.
That's impressive.
Perther will not give up. I promise you that. He will ride this thing to the end. Hey, during the Yamaha dealer intro or the ride intro there, did you see Cooper Webb and Martin hucking those 2 jumps that they just jumped down right there?
No, I didn't.
No.
Yeah, they were. Nobody's going to know it. We'll get back to that when they come back around. But, yeah, they were jumping that thing with no lip. You just pull up on the bars, launch it, and it's way faster.
Wow. You think these boys might have been watching and paying attention?
I bet they were. Look at that. John Ames looks over to his right. He's like, okay, now I like that pit board. That's
Yeah.
what I like to read.
Yeah, coming through the Yamaha mechanics there, virtually unpressured now by Perther. As we look back to the number 3 spot, Logan Stokes holding in that position. Brandon Hartramp in the number 5 spot. Ramiller Alves in 6th. Felix Lopez,
little
7th.
problem there. Bike stepped out of the rut there.
Tyler Rosa in 8th. Carling Gardner is 9th. And Jeremy Hand rounds out your top 10 here after 3 laps complete. Perther still in the hunt, I think, in this one. Looks like he may be, as we roll into the GoPro 10 Commandments sections, out of there, I guess that we should say, and heading back towards Storyland. He is making gains, but at the same time, whenever he makes a gain of about 5 feet, I think that the
little
37
problem again.
Yeah, Ames pulls it out about 10 feet.
Yeah, it's those little mistakes that Perther will struggle with a little bit, but it will not be from lack of effort. That is for sure.
Nope, not at all. He is putting forth everything he's got out there right now, and you know that's what he's trained for ever since a year ago last Sunday, I think.
There you go.
This next Sunday
to be right here in the mix, trying to win motos here, and he's done it once. It's Ames, Perther, Stokes, Pantley, Hartramp rounds out your top 5. There's the number 44 of Tyler Pantley. Schoolboy class, all 125s here in this one. 2 strokes only. Mix that gas up. Mix a fresh batch of delicious gas overnight. It smells so good. David Iser would love this right here. His favorite moto of the week.
Yep. Everybody loves themselves a 2-stroke. And after they ride it for a while, they're like, man, these things are hard to ride.
Yeah, they're really miserable to ride.
They're spinning or bogging everywhere I go. What about that one where you just turn the throttle and it does its own thing?
Oh, that 4-stroke one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that works out pretty good.
Yep.
But I tell you what, man, you have to be an excellent motorcycle rider to make one of these work. They highlight your mistakes. You can't just twist the throttle and fix things. And up and over the tunnel of love with number 44, that's Tyler Pantley, trying to hold on to the number 4 spot. Hartramp is coming, and Ramiller Alves is in the mix there. Yamaha Mechanics area going crazy there. Got the terrible towels out there. And different lines there you can choose from in the Bell Forest. And it's such an evenly laid out course. One line is no faster than the other for the most part. So it really provides great passing here. Mark Peters has done a great job with this course.
Yeah.
Hey, Jason Wygant, jump on here. I wanted to talk to you for a minute. You got a chance to
no, I'm not talking to you.
To hear the same story of those guys in the vet class. This should be like a road trip movie or something like that. These 4 guys last night, we were hanging out with them.
Oh, it was awesome.
They agreed.
Mark
Look,
Peters'
dude,
buddies.
We're going to go to Loretta's. But we're not going if one of the 4 of us don't make it. So on the same day, they all qualify, same class. Or
well,
no,
3 of them are in one class, and the one guy's younger, so he had to make it in 30 BC. So the 3 had already gotten in.
And they're watching him.
And
they're like, dude, you better get in or our whole summer is washed out. No good. And he had to get a top 5, and he barely got a 5th place finish, and they're all 4 down there standing, pumped to be there. Just a mission they had, just a guy's trip they wanted to do. And the wife's
California.
From California. The wife's like, why are y'all here for a week? What are y'all doing?
Right.
And she can watch right here.
And one guy said to his daughter, like, I hope you win. And he's like, yeah, you don't understand. They're really good down there.
Pretty cool story. And we got to talk again to Clint Sadowski about baseball. And he, remember, he's major league pitcher and now is out here racing in the plus 40
And
class.
that's a serious story, right?
That is a true story. Clint Sadowski pitched
You tell
for
so many.
the Arizona Diamondbacks, the Phillies, the Pirates, and he was telling us, what are you more nervous when you're doing? He says, oh, man, this is way harder.
Really?
He goes, I remember Randy Johnson would throw up before every game. And Randy Johnson's the most feared, dominant pitcher out there, Jason.
Just show you, we're watching a 44 and 40 coming across the finish line area here. This is a battle for 4th place. Tyler Pantley on the 44 and Hartranft on the 40, and also you got the 22 of Ramular Alves. It's funny seeing all these kids. You used to watch them race minis out here, now up on the 125s. But, yeah, our man Clint Sadowski, the former Major League pitcher, said there are local races, nothing on the line in Texas, where he is way more nervous than he was starting a Major League Baseball game.
Crazy.
Wow.
Because he's like, this is just the hardest sport. It's just hard, and it's on you. You're an individual. You can't hide behind the team.
Right.
Can't blame it on the shortstop. They didn't hit for me.
Yep. Yeah, it was pretty cool. These guys are having a great three-rider battle.
Man.
4th, 5th, 6th.
Bike number 40, Brandon Hartranft. Dude, you need some roll-offs, tear-offs, another helmet. You have taken Roos to the face for the last 5 minutes straight there. Rodney is pointing at the screen as Jake Masterpool has worked his way up with a 1:58 lap time there. Another 7th spot. Check him out. The number 95 machine is coming.
He was about 11th place 2 laps ago also, so he's really working up through the pack and not only turning some fast lines but making up positions. He could be a part of this battle here pretty soon. This could be a 4-way battle. We see him right back there now.
He is. He's absolutely going to be in this thing in just a second. 4 Yamahas in here. It's a Yamaha poster shoot right here. And Jake Masterpool bringing up the rear in this little fight here. The number 95 is coming. He was super fast yesterday. And here they come around the Rocky Mountain ATV sandbox. There's the number 22 of Alves. Hartranft on the number 40 machine. 95 is Masterpool. And Masterpool immediately trying to make the pass. And he does. He gets around the number 22 of Ramular Alves. What a battle. He is moving.
Dude, he is on a mission right now, and he is not slowing down any whatsoever. A 158 amongst riders, turning 202s, 201s, even 204s.
He's working on another one here. Look at him just laying. That a great shot of that big Thor sweeper. And Jake Masterpool might have done it. Can he get around the number 44? And yes, he does. What a pass there. They're side by side. Wow. They almost touch, and Masterpool does it.
Amazing 2 passes in that last third of the lap right there. So now we see Masterpool, who only 3 laps ago was out of the top 10, just popped off another great lap. Check
this
out.
With the pass.
Yeah, 157.3, man. I got to wonder if he had a free clear racetrack, could he get in the 155, maybe in the 154 range at
Jake
this rate?
Now working on 4th place rider Brandon Hartranft, and he does it. 3 passes in less than a minute for Jake Masterpool now. Now does he have the time to go get Logan Stokes? With those lap times, he can go get anybody he wants.
I think so, yeah. He's got probably about 5-second gap between himself and Stokes in 3rd place. He is running a 4-second faster lap, or he did through the traffic, making those passes.
Look at the tear-off barely stuck to the goggles there. He's coming.
Man, I think he's riding about an inch or 2 above the racetrack right now, man. Yeah, he's just floating across this thing.
He'll be one of the kids in the B class that we are going to talk about. From these kind of rides right here, you will hear about this young man next year for sure. We're already talking about it, but he's going to be up front in the B class. You typically go 85, 12, 15, then you bust out a schoolboy year, and then you'll do the B, A, and you'll be in a truck or a rig after that.
Yeah, and he's well on his way. There's no doubt about that. Masterpool aboard the 95. Was 5th place whenever he crossed the finish line, is now working on the number 3 riders. He's gotten around Hartranft. Logan Stokes is the next rider.
Dude,
in his sights.
He can see, too. He just saw him. He caught him as he's going over the anthill. He can look up
That's
and
incentive.
see.
That's incentive, too.
Sure. Looking at the number 37 of John Ames. 7 seconds, man. Nice ride for John Ames. And there's Masterpool. We are enjoying his trip to the front of the field. Look at him go. He's looking for the number 70 next on his hit list. I will unfriend you off Facebook with this pass.
Now down toward the finish line stretch, we roll now. Our leaders, John Ames, Luke Purther, have checked in now 7 seconds apart. Logan Stokes checking in. He is 8 seconds. Wow. Masterpool popping off a 157.2 that time, a 157.3 last time. He's now 3.5 seconds behind Logan Stokes. And John Ames, by the way, just to give you an idea, just turned a 2:01, so he's kind of slowing down, but he's got that 7-second gap. We start doing some math here. He's actually got about 15 seconds or more ahead of Masterpool when or if he makes that pass on Logan Stokes.
Sure.
So,
no need to really push it.
No.
He's thinking about the title, keep it on 2 wheels. No reason to push. He's 6 seconds out front, so playing it smart. Masterpool just letting her rip. Dude, he's going to have some of the better. That was extremely quick.
Man.
Get through those 10 commandments. He'll have some of the better complete lap times consistently throughout a race, as good as anyone. Those 157s this late into a race, exceptional on a 125 tube truck.
Pays huge dividends whenever you can put things together late in a race like this, as John Ames makes his way around the big Rocky Mountain sand wash now. And
next up, number 70, here he comes.
Yep, he's got him inside.
Got the missile lock on. Gonna flip that switch, take the shot, Maverick. It's no good, it's no good. Here he comes, there's Logan Stokes, man. It's almost too much. You can't keep this man back. Masterpool has been able to roll right up on guys in a hurry.
Here it is. He's setting him up right here. I'm not sure how much time we have left here.
He was 4 seconds behind him last lap when they came through. Now he's on him.
15 minutes and 45 seconds. He laps.
Wow.
Still got some time. And
from a mile away, he was going to switch that up. He's made a couple of passes right here, and he's done it on the outside a few times, and he'll do it again.
2 laps, he's passed 5 people if I'm counting them right. That is crazy right now, as Masterpool takes over the number 3 spot now. John Ames, Luke Perther, Jake Masterpool, a 157.3 once again. Now, the fastest lap was turned by John Ames on lap 3 at a 156.1, so it's not the fastest laps of the Moto, but it is the fastest laps late in the Moto, which I think is probably more impressive to me at this point.
Track's rougher. You're tired, even more tired than you were. You've been battling guys. You've been passing guys. He hasn't gotten a clean lap yet.
No, he
Stokes
hasn't.
is
But
not
look at
done.
this. No, he's not. He's firing back.
The number 95 down that straightaway, charges into the right-hander, the comedic right-hander that leads right into those storied GoPro 10 commandments. Stokes still tries to run it in there. And Masterpool doing a masterful job getting through those 10 commandments. And he is trying to go after John Ames. He's got about 8 seconds to try to make up.
And his golden locks flailing behind him there out of the helmet.
They are beautiful. Beautiful. Is he a redhead too?
It kind of looks like a strawberry blonde, if nothing else.
If you're fast, you got red hair.
Yeah, you got to have it. It's got a red tint to it.
It does.
Yeah.
And he's got Perther in his sights now. He can see him coming around the Rocky Mountain ATV sand wash here. There is Masterpool, and that was Perther you just saw out of frame. There he is. Perther's making that left. Yellow helmet. Pick him up.
So I wonder if you're sending out your resumes, if you put red-headed on your resume. Boom. You got
him right now.
Yep.
Make the phone call. Don't do an email. Get on the phone with that guy. And you throw in freckles like Joshua Varese, over. Over.
John Ames leading Perther. Masterpool in 3rd. Stokes still trying to fire back from the number 4 spot. Brandon Hartramp in 5th. Alvez in 6th. Tyler Pantley in 7th. Felix Lopez 8th. Carlin Gardner 9th. And Shalon Tennant now in the number 10 spot.
The RacerTV broadcast of the Schoolboy 1 12-16 class has been a good one, folks. The number 95 of Jake Masterpool has been incredible. Late into the moto, he is going after Luke Perther now. We'll see if he's got enough time. Lap number 9. We got the 2 card up. White flag is out right now, so we'll have to see if he can reel in Luke Perther here on this last attempt to get into that number 2 spot. It's all John Ames. We haven't seen much of him. He dipped out after making that pass on Perther. Perther settled in there in the number 2 spot, but don't get too comfortable because that guy behind you is coming. 94, 95, there they are. There's Perther, and there is Masterpool.
Well, just a note of interest for any Shalon Tennant fans. Shalon was running 10th. He's up to 9th now.
He is going to get him. He's about 5 bike lengths back now.
Wow, is he really that close?
He is that close. There it is. There's Masterpool. You widen that shot out just a bit, and you'll see the number 94 of Perther. There it is.
Oh, no way. No way. This guy is unbelievable. Jake Masterpool Now, as Wes Kane would say, the ride that dreams are made of.
He's coming.
This is it right here. This is the one that you dream about. If you get off to the bad start, to be able to work your way through the pack like this.
Man up on the inside of that sand section. Here
Look
he comes.
at this.
Further, does he go outside? Does he go inside? No, he covers his inside line. He knows that Masterpool is there now. That came in a hurry. Here comes on the outside. Further's going to try to squeeze that inside line there, keeping behind him. And Masterpool just too much.
Oh, here it comes.
The fight is there for the number 2 spot around the sweeper.
Oh.
Can Further hold him off around the outside? He's going to pin it. Further still tries to come back.
Wow. Masterpool.
Oh, and here comes Further back. Masterpool's off the track.
Mistake.
What happened?
Oh, I think he might have gotten a little too wide coming out of that line. But, man, you got to hand it to Jake Masterpool. He had that one lock, stock, and barrel before that little miscue right there. I'd love to see instant replay on that.
Man,
wow.
John Ames will take the win. And a great ride for him, Further. And I would love to see what Jake Masterpool has to say about that moto.
No.
He has to feel like 1,000%, just to feel like a champ.
That right there. I mean, he's Yamaha's got to get a winning ad out on that one, man. I mean, that kid right there, all heart on that Yamaha, and those are big red locks that you see out of there. So that explains a lot, I think.
Be very pumped on that ride, dude.
Wow.
Donnie Luce has got to be stoked on the number 37 of John Ames there. There's the professor down there hanging out with Luce and John Ames. There's Jason Wygant down there staring at people. There is the redhead himself. Let that stuff out. Let it breathe. Let that hair breathe, son. Looks like there's Jake Masterpool. Good ride, dude. Outstanding ride. Dude, that'd be awesome.
Has he got enough freckles? Has he got enough freckles for a factory ride right now?
Jason Wygant trying to get the idea of just how red that hair is. It's red.
So we'll take a look at this. Ames, Further, Masterpool. Stokes holds on for 4th. Brandon Hartramp in 5th. Tyler Pantley in 6th. Ramiller Alves drops to 7th. Felix Lopez in 8th. Shallon Tennant up to 9th. Carlin Gardner rounding out your top 10 there at the end of lap number 10. And moto number 2 of the Schoolboy 112, the 16 BC class. Again, folks, don't forget, we'll continue broadcasting live here today for a little while longer. And then tomorrow we'll be back on again as we'll have more great and unprecedented live coverage of Loretta Lynn's Amateur National Motocross Championships. The finales here. Look at that. The voice from down at Fox.
I can hear the medals clanking. Jason Wygant down on the podium. Man, it's got to be a great place to be.
We're going to grab Jake Masterpool down here. Come on up, Jake. 3rd place. What a run. Man, did not even see this guy anywhere early. I think he might have been out of the top 10. He'll correct me if I'm wrong. Dude, where were you at the beginning of this race?
I don't know. I was pretty far back, but just had a good race, made a minor mistake, falling off the outside of the track. But other than that, it was good.
All right. You got a lot of people cheering for you. That's got to help, right?
Yes, it does. Thanks, everyone.
Who do you want to thank, Jake?
I'd like to thank the Lord for just being with me through the entire moto and just for keeping me up and down, you know what I mean? And I would just like to thank Fox, the crew, and everyone, and Mom and Dad, Yamaha, Dunlop, No Toil, Maxima, Synergy Balance. I just want to thank everyone.
All right, let's hear it for Jake Masterpool. Got to bring Luke Perther on up. Let's bring up the number 94, Luke Perther. Bring it up on stage, bud. Thank you. I'm telling you what, some of the best racing you'll ever see is in this 125 two-stroke class, and they do not fail to put on a great show every time we got them. What a run. Let's hear it for Luke Perther. And they're clear. Okay. Parade lap's a little loud. Man, what a battle. That's one of the best races we've seen all week. I know you wanted to get the win, but you were definitely going for it.
Yeah, I got the whole shot in. I was hoping I can get the win, but just got tired really quick. I think the nerves got to me, and just pretty bummed on that. Got past the last lap, and Masterpool made a mistake. Everyone's doing great out there, but I'll take second.
You're going to be back for the showdown in Moto 3, right?
Let's hope so.
Who do you want to thank?
I'd like to thank my mom and dad, God, for keeping me safe. KTM, Thousand Oaks Power Sports, FMF, Dunlop, EBR Performance, X-Brand Goggles, Brett Downey Safety Foundation, Moto. Everyone's helped me out. Thank you. I appreciate it. Plus,
all right, all right, and Luke Perther, I got to give you the whole shot check. Take a picture with that. Getting that whole shot. Come around front. There's your Bell helmets, $100. One more time, Luke Perther. And we're looking at a gold medal and a real showdown heading into Moto 3. The number 37 comes out on top, had a second in Moto 1, so this is going to be a battle in the final one. Come on up. What a race, and what a race we're going to have in Moto 3 between these two. Let's hear it for John Ames. Man, 125 two-stroke class is always fun. I don't know if it's fun to be in those battles. They're definitely fun to watch.
Oh, it's fun no matter what. You gotta love the 125. Everybody does. Two strokes are just awesome, dude. All you hear is just that crisp crack of the bottom. It's just amazing. And Perther and Jake were riding hard, and I knew I could be smart the last couple of laps, but I saw both of them coming, so I still had to give it a little on the last lap.
How'd that last lap go, man? It was close.
It went good. I saw Mitchell, my mechanic, you know, be smart. You're all right, but they're coming, you know. I wanted to ride my own race is what I should say.
And it worked out. What about Moto 3, man?
Moto 3 is going to be a good one. I just want to get a good start and did the same thing I did that last race.
Who do you want to thank?
I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, Yamaha, Yamalube, GYTR, Pirelli, FMF, Scott, JGR, Renthal, Nilo for the great grip tape. You know, the great thing about JGR is they're going to get your bike to run, and I love them. Thousand Oaks Power Sports, NFAB, Sycra, and that's it.
All right. 37 has got himself a victory. Let's hear it for John Ames.